Hey team, on the couch, it's me old mate Jed Rushton. Been a while since we chatted, mate, so let's bring everybody up to speed with your campaign, you and your lovely wife, and around meningitis awareness, really, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, good to catch up, Hoops, and yeah, there's been quite a bit happen in the last couple of weeks actually, Hoops, on the meningitis case. As you'll be aware, we started our petition probably 2.5, nearly 3 years ago now, and presented it to Parliament on the 31st of March 2021, or 2022, sorry, and a couple of weeks ago we finally got the report for the Select Committee, and it's been quite a long process. And during that process, we've made one oral submission to the Select Committee and two written submissions. So yeah, they finally come out with their report a couple of weeks ago, which was quite favourable for us, quite encouraging actually. So yeah.
Brilliant. So the overall petition, basically what you're saying is you want all.
We want all students protected by the time they're age of 16 for free, because and we've had a wee win along the way, Hoops, with in March this year the Men B was added to the list for free for babies, and with a catch up for those under 5 as well, and also for first year boarding school students and those starting university halls of residence. So that was a wee win, but yeah, the report actually was, our submission was fully supported by Te Whatu Ora, which was really encouraging. It was also fully supported by Pharmac, who then of course say that they'd support it, but it's subject to funding. So it's all about money. So then the Select Committee report basically charged the House of Representatives with paying attention to this, particularly around getting Pharmac and the Health Te Whatu Ora funding to do it, and also the importance of awareness, because it's that awareness, Hoops, that's the underlying factor. And we can have free vaccines, but we have so many people at the moment that are unaware of it, and we've got low vaccination rates as well. So the awareness program is something that's really, really important. And I guess we're lucky that we see some campaigns on TV at present.
Yes.
But of course, they are actually funded by the pharmaceutical companies, not Te Whatu Ora as such. So, but we are lucky to have them. It's raising good profile and good awareness. So, yeah. And I mean, even Te Whatu Ora, Pharmac, admitted in their submission process that that of the cases last year, probably only around 30% of them would be captured by the present vaccination schedule.
Okay.
So that's really concerning that there's still these people missing out. So yeah, but overall really encouraging, and yeah, and apart from that, we've due to the support we've got, particularly from the local area here, we've now lucky to be able to employ a administrator for 10 hours a week, which is really going to get us some traction. So we've got some big goals ahead.
Brilliant. All right, mate. I was actually talking to somebody this morning, and they said, man, you've got to admire Jed and Claire, and how you've stuck to your guns and stuck at this thing. You must have come across some frustrations along your journey.
Yes, there are frustrations, and look, we have regular meetings with Te Whatu Ora, and there's quite a state of flux in that organisation at the moment, and I think that you'll see that in Saturday's paper there was an article about the restructuring going on there again. So it is frustrating. A lot of pressure on the health system, the health budget, everyone's budgets. We realise that.
Yes.
But we have got a good financial fiscal case to put against this. But it's interesting that Pharmac don't actually take too much of that into account when they make decisions, which is disappointing. But because the financial case for making the vaccines free is pretty simple. I mean, basically, the cost of one person that has a lifelong disability each year would pay for free vaccines for everyone. And so with about 40% of cases having a lifelong disability, and we have up to 140 cases a year, it's just a no-brainer, without even looking at the relief you give to an already stretched health system, because people with meningitis ultimately end up with intensive care for a long time.
Yeah, for sure. All right, where to next for you guys?
Just onwards and upwards. Just keep battling. As you said, it is a hard battle when you're dealing with the political scene. You've just got to keep going. You've just got to keep knocking at the door. So, and it's often the squeaky wheel. So, yeah, we're hoping we've just written to Aisha Verrill to request a meeting with her. Haven't heard back from that. We're canvassing all the local political candidates, and trying to reach out to some of the other members of Parliament with influence to actually put our case forward and actually get someone to ask this, in the election forum would be really great. So watch those candidate meetings, Hoops. Hopefully we'll ask a few questions and put a few people on the spot.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it became a bit of an election issue, wouldn't it? You add that and second bridges and things like that. There's a bit on the plate.
Yeah, well, it would be good, wouldn't it, to have Ashburton, get the bridge and actually end up with getting meningitis on the register. One of the other things that we're putting pressure on the government for also, Hoops, is that in 2021 the government signed up to the World Health Authority to eliminate meningitis by 2030. We can't see any evidence of anything being done on that yet. So that's one of the questions we've put to the Minister, and we want to find out where that is, because, as I said, they signed up to the World Health Authority to eliminate this disease by 2030, and it's still out there. It's still happening. I mean, even as recent as last Saturday, I got a call from a parent who was in Christchurch, had a child in Dunedin in hospital with meningitis and didn't know what to do.
Right. 140 cases a year, it's still out there, all right?
Yeah, we haven't quite got back to our pre-COVID peak, but double the amount of cases year on year in the last 2 years, so it is concerning. And as I said, with our low vaccination rates, really concerning. So just urge those people, under fives, catch-up period, babies get the vaccine, and anyone at varsity needs to get it as well.
Yeah. Keep up the good work, mate.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.